To look at your consumer news, we will check in now with Art. He has a look at our forecast.
All right, as we get into it here, we're holding on to the possibility of warmer conditions in the forecast as well. Then we get into the light snow possibly coming in again for the weekend. We'll also see the possibility of some light rainfall trying to brush down to the south of us as we go through tomorrow as well. But for right now, that's looking a little bit on the weaker side as high pressure continues to just kind of track a little bit more to the east and will work its way out of the area as that colder air starts to flow back a little bit closer to us. That being said, we're going to be getting into this here. You can see right now what I'm talking about here. You go into Thursday and there is that little brushing possibly getting closer to us as we go into Friday. Some of it still tries to nick the southern tier of the state, but for right now it looks like it may just brush with a little light moisture trying to get to the ground and nothing really happening. But the snow still continues to make its way across the area gradually. So we'll see more of the snow moving in coming out of Canada as we roll right into the weekend, bringing us the possibility of more snow and of course a mix of rain and snow as that down to the south with high pressure kind of associated with it also kind of curving past our area. Wind gusts for this early morning, not so much happening right now. The winds are light currently. As we get into it though, the current temperatures I mentioned before holding on to the 20s. We have some teens in there mixed in there to near 30. And in fact, there is a 30-degree mark now as you get into Decorah. Along the Mississippi, looking pretty good there with winds right now from 10 miles per hour going up to 3 miles per hour, working up along the river going towards Eau Claire. You're looking at 8 miles per hour to 9 there. Wind gusts will tick up as I showed you before, but for Friday, they're only holding on to the early morning hours. They get breezy coming out now of the north, and that continues to just drag down, and that will continue for the better part of the day. So a breeze, still a bit warm as we get into it. The record temperatures breaking into the area as we go into it. Highs for Thursday, though, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at potentially getting into temperatures that are going to be holding on to 45 to 52 degrees out there. That's crazy stuff, right? Man, oh man, it's like, are we still having winter? It's like we get into it here as we finish out going into the 12:30 hour. You're looking at conditions to roll into the 40s and some 50s already happening. By 3 o'clock, we're looking at conditions to be pretty much in the clear skies, working through the forecast all the way into the evening hours. It's pretty quiet, and as it continues on, you're going to see some streaks coming in. That's the light moisture cutting across with that light moisture, as I mentioned before, going into Friday, possibly trying to get down to the south. It brushes from Decorah all the way to Viroqua and continues to move out of the area. As that happens, more snow is possibly coming into the forecast. You can see to the north, and that continues to drag a little bit more to the south or east out of the area here, holding on to snow amounts for today. As we go into it here, we're looking at this, holding on to the possibility of conditions to be a little bit on the weaker side. For Friday, you're looking at temperatures going into at least the 30s and the 40s. When I come back, I'll have a better overview of how that all shakes out. So please stick with us. Back to you.